Hey, it's Riccardo here, and welcome to day 9 of the Automation Challenge, where every day we showcase a different automation that we build for ours or for our clients. So today we show an onboarding automation. The main problem here is that a lot of people, a lot of companies spend 1 to 3 weeks getting ready instead of actually delivering results right from the start immediately, or having everything ready in order to deliver results very fast. So the idea behind that is making sure that we set up an world-class onboarding experience so that the clients can get results as fast as possible, and it's also a very good indicator of whether we can retain the client over the long term. Because the faster we are at delivering results, the faster we are at moving with the client, especially in the initial part where the client starts to form an impression of our company and our service, the better we will our service would be, and also the retention will be for our clients. So this automation is comprised of different components. So here we have an initial structure. The initial structure is starts by the deal 1. So I think it was day 6 where I showcased this automation, where we have a deal 1 to Slack message, but what we can also have over here is we can start the onboarding process, for example. So the idea to starting the onboarding process is sending an email to the client with everything that they need in order to get started with working with us. So in this email, ideally, you will have an initial email. This is the email that I mostly use. And here, the most important component is the onboarding form. The onboarding form will be highly depending on your service and what you offer to the clients. There will be different use cases and different types of onboarding forms that you can do. But essentially, the most important things that you will probably need are information about the client, information about their preferred style of communication, possible logins to tools that you need to use, and things of that nature. So let me show you an example of an onboarding form. This is an onboarding form for a lead generation form that we work with. So here we have general business information, and then we have cold email information as well as offer and target audience information. So those are all different information that we take and we use, and all this information will be used later on in the following phase. So here's an example of what happens after the onboarding questionnaire is filled. In this area, the most important thing that you have to think about is that there are multiple different actions and things that happen after an onboarding is completed. So first off, there's the files and folders. So making sure that you create all the relevant files to the client or all the relevant folders to the client. Secondly is about communication. So making sure that you create a communication channel, either in Slack or you can communicate via email if you want to, and invite the user to that communication channel. The third point is about delivery action. So delivery action are things that are related to your service and your delivery. In our case, for example, what we have is we create a new user, is Smart Lead. When we work with lead generation agency, we generate a list of possible domains thanks to ChatGPT. And then what we do is we generate the brand research based on the responses that the people give on the questionnaire, as well as doing a quick internet search about the brand. And then finally, what we have is admin. So the last part related to the administration of the actual client. So this could either be things related to Stripe, such as setting up a recurring payment, setting up the software for time tracking, adding that specific clients, and all the things that are needed on your end to improve the work for you and for your team. So here I added a couple of things such as add clients to Stripe, create recurring payment, create client in time tracking software, and auto-assign project for staff based on capacity. Those are all elements, but keep in mind that this setup really changes based on the person that works and based on the company here, based on what the file, how many files do they have, what is the organizational structure that they use, and all these kind of things. So just to also show you a couple of ideas behind the automation and behind different things. So in this use case, we structure the automation in 3 different steps. So first off, we have the backend facing. So this is the initial form that is compiled by the agency owner with the information about the lead, information about how much did they get paid, what is the payment structure, and things like that. So in this part, what they do is they get a client win, they update the receivables in a Google Sheet in this case, and then they send that onboarding form. When that onboarding form is sent, the onboarding form obviously has an onboarding link inside. We have this automation, which is client-facing, we call it. So in this case, 3 things happen. We have Google Drive automation, so everything for files and setup and folders, communication, as well as delivery actions, such as adding to SmartBid in this example. And here, final one additional thing that I want to show is this onboarding new user to Slack channel invitation. So this is used to auto-invite the new user to the relevant channel. In this way, Slack doesn't have an immediate thing to invite new user, especially if you use the free version. If you use the paid version, there's the possibility to do that. But if you use the free one, there's another setup, there's another automation that we set it up in order to do that. But that really depends on what is your structure and what are the things. So yeah, that's everything over here. As you saw, there are a lot of possibilities with how you can actually structure the onboarding, and it really depends on your kind of company and what you do. If you're interested in this kind of onboarding or would like to build one that is world-class just for you, just message me here or on LinkedIn, and let's start a conversation. Bye-bye. To tomorrow.